Call to order, members present, everybody except Turner in a medical family emergency. No guests. Review August minutes. Everybody's done that, haven't they? August claims. We did most of this at our special meeting, a lot of it.
We need a motion to approve those minutes.
Minutes, yeah.
I'll make a
And,
motion.
Huh?
I'll make that motion.
Who's not being approved?
all in favor? Aye. The claims we did at the special meeting we had 2 weeks ago, most of them,
I guess so.
we already had them. The only one we did not have is this one, which is the $900 for West Side Towing to go get the benches.
900, that was 1,000.
It's $900.
Oh, great.
And, City Hall asked me where this was coming from. And I told them Broadway because I wasn't for sure if it came out of that bench fund.
It comes out of the bench fund.
Okay.
At least 10 people, 9 people, paid, $100.
I'll tell them tomorrow to, pay it out of the bench fund.
Yeah, because we had 2 meetings.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
we need to vote to approve that.
Approve it. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I did not print that she sent to me in the last couple days. I don't believe so. I think that's all the extra. Okay. Need a motion to approve this. It's coming out of the bench fund.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, Ishmael made the motion. Okay, Robert seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and this is bench fund. I'll give that to him tomorrow. Parking lot items. You can look at those. Most of them's been on there for a long time. Still working on some of them.
Okay, I do have an update on the leaning tree at Broadway, maybe later. The people doing the, solar park, they have a huge forklift over, 4 huge tractor trailer ones. Shane Terry is going to see if he can get them to come over to Broadway and pick that up and move it. So that's another option. Okay.
Okay. And from what I understand, they've talked to Mike Stamper and he said he can just push it over and leave it. Okay. All right. The old business DNR grant, the skate park, we've gone over before, it's all put together. We just need to put it out and kinda, I guess, decide when to put it out.
Well, prior to
Do we wanna put it out now? Or do we wanna wait right before? I don't know. I don't guess it really mattered. I just thought, you put it out there and something happens, then they show up to do the inspection and something's wrong. Or do we wait till the last minute?
Okay, let's say Wednesday the 24th,
Okay.
September
And
20th.
basically shimmying them out the door of the concession stand, putting them back the truck and setting them down. Basically all it is. Take probably 3 trips, is all it is. Okay. The benches, they're here.
Installed.
Some of them are installed.
All of the grounds are installed.
Yeah, okay. I guess that would be new business. The picnic tables for the grant, they were ordered. I got word over the weekend that the guy that got the grant, now his supplier says that recycled plastic material is out of stock. And they said on or before October 3rd. Well, I emailed Dave and Melissa, and I don't think we should wait. I mean, hell, it could be here tomorrow, but maybe not, and then we missed it. So Dave's recommendation is to, basically, he wanted to basically encumber the money and then spend it to the second bidder, because he thought the process would be too long. Well, Melissa said that, from River Hills, said that she had checked with Indianapolis, that in this case, we may just be able to redo, basically take the second bidder and then just call them and order them and get them here. There's about a $600 difference.
We will have to vote to,
When that comes, yeah. She's just gonna try to figure out whether we could do it Dave's way or we could do it her way, one of the two. She's supposed to, let me know whenever she gets an answer, okay? The entrance sign, Ishmael's got pictures of it.
yeah, this is, kind of give you a quick recap. The frame is done, welded and painted, ready to go. The sign is on order from Titan Sign. Essentially, it looks like this. It's a little bigger than this. It's 8 foot by 4 foot with a black border. It will go on two lamp posts, two 4 by 4 aluminum crossbars. This will go on the crossbars. 2 lamps will go on top. The lamps are modified with the lights in them, all ready to go. And then for the ground, the only thing left to do is pour the concrete. I bought the anchors today to put them in the concrete. And something I did do, and I'm not sure if it's later on, I'm pretty sure it is. I thought for that sign, it'd be nice to have all new glass in the 12 windows.
Yeah.
So I bought new plexiglass, $57.48 is what it cost. So,
Yeah.
And they're installed.
One question. Put it in the same place, or do you think maybe a different spot might be more prominent, or in a way?
There's this problem as you can get, you can't get any farther out onto Broadway, because then you start getting into putting something 13 foot tall,
Right.
which eventually the whole thing is 13 foot tall, in the pathway of the remaining power lines that stop right there at that telephone pole. So, right there where you pull in, bang, right there to the driver's, if you're driving in, you look straight ahead on the left. And you don't have to holy moly, because the holes are already in the ground. Okay. That's my plan.
Cause I didn't know, I mean, sign that big, there ain't too many places up there to put it.
No, that's just right at the entrance, bang, there it is.
And if anybody wants a concept of what that looks like, drive by Campbell Park on Cross Street. I mean, basically, that's what you're looking at. It's different wording, but that's basically the size.
Yeah, it's the same size. And
Same
try to keep it
shape.
simple. It just says established 1974, rebirth 2025.
Okay, and TNT's reseeded their area and they're done. Of course, we've not had enough rain for any of it to germinate yet, but hopefully it will. Basketball court out of Spicertown is complete. The metal building is installed. They're just basically, need to do fixtures and whatever, for the bathroom, get that complete. He's done some backfilling too.
Yeah, he's gonna landscape the vast majority of it. So if he has to buy extra soil, he'll probably have to do a change order to pay for that. He thought over in the northeast area where the water gathers, he thought he wanted to put some dirt in there. Just to he's gonna landscape the whole thing.
So we need to start thinking about where we need to put that zip line piece of equipment. And then we got to go out and measure to do your fall zones, I guess is what they call it, on your slides and whatever, and how wide. I went up to Broadway over the weekend and measured, and the ones they just did at the end of the slide to the border is 6 feet.
Yeah, I think typical is what.
So I can go out there and do some measuring and then just paint the lines, and then we can kind of figure out where to put the border, and, you know, I can spray the grass and kill it, and then, we'll know where it goes, and, cause that's,
We have a
That's the last step.
tremendously large amount of border. We saved all that was up there stacked at the back. And then we bought inside that maintenance building, there's probably another 44-foot pieces, if not more.
oh yeah.
What type of border is it?
It's the,
Plastic molded, about that wide, 4 foot long, it goes together with a stake.
Oh.
It essentially overlaps and stake goes down through it.
when the trustee bought all the playground equipment and everything for, over on Cross Street, I mismeasured. Cause I measured to block off each, well, when I got over there and started measuring it wouldn't work. That's the reason why it's one whole area. So we had a bunch of that he'd already bought that was left. Plus what we took off up there. There should be plenty to go out there. We just need to know where it goes, kill the grass and get ready to put the fabric down and then spread the mulch, cause that'll be the next step. Need to be thinking about the 5-year plan.
Yeah, we just
Some of the things on there.
And we reminded everybody that we're gonna have a meeting, November, kind of devote the November meeting to put it all together. So, you know, be thinking about it, come prepared.
I've got mine.
Where'd you steal it?
I came up with this myself.
Oh my God.
You want me to read them? No,
Okay.
but I've got some.
But he wrote it, but he can't read it. No,
You want me to?
No, I don't really. I'm waiting in November. I'm gonna bring it.
Okay, I've got Campbell Park, Spicer Town, Main on Broadway, and just some of the things I came up with we can do.
That's
Are you compiling these?
I can.
Or you want me to compile?
Presidente.
You want to compile them? Okay.
El Presidente. And
Now, I can tell you with mine, the only thing on there that's got anything to do with the baseball fields is to take the sod off on that softball field and basically return it to a skin field so you can play softball and everything else on. Other than that, if you're thinking anything on those fields, I didn't do that. Okay? You still gonna pursue the grant with Duke for your pavilion?
question, I gave 2 of y'all, who I don't remember which 2 of it was, a copy of the 5-year plan. The book. If I can get that back, I don't think I have one, and I need to take out a bit, everything we didn't do. And move to this. I could get one from Melissa Turner, but I don't want to embarrass myself. You know what I'm saying? Everything we had in the 5-year plan we didn't do, we'll just roll it over. to the next time. That'll be my list.
I will have to look. I was thinking I had one.
Yeah, well, I gave 2 of you all one.
I don't have one.
It's probably, it might have been Derek, I'm pretty sure it was Derek and John.
Yeah, I remember, I remember giving mine back, I don't know about the other one.
Okay.
I think I've got one. I'll just have to find it.
Yeah.
But if not, and you don't want to embarrass yourself, I'll ask Melissa for you.
He's gonna give it to me. Cause he's my friend.
All right, big tree up at Broadway, you already got over that. The telephone border, which is the cutoff telephone post. If you go up to Broadway, they've got all those that they had enough rock for, which is basically till you get to the back parking lot. They've got all those pulled up and the rock put down. We are gonna have to address the ones in the back, and I think Ishmael's probably got that. We talked
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
on here. I've asked the Rock Man for a quote to deliver 25 more. And we need probably 10 or less up there because we've got 4 big stones that we need to move up from the entrance that's just laying there. And my thought selfishly, when we put in the, public golf course spice stand, I'd like to put a rock by every hole and put the number of the hole on the rock.
Yeah.
Painted on it.
And these things are
Which
dirt.
looks good and, gives you what direction to go.
These things are dirt cheap compared to buying them from the landscape company.
Yeah.
So.
And I've gotten a lot of very, very positive comments. Even Shane said, once you put them, he goes, those look a lot better than I thought they were going to. Once you put them in place, they really do look a lot
Yeah.
better.
And it's something you never have to touch again. You know, none of us will, unless somebody gets, ambitious enough to put something else, but I mean, the rocks, I mean, they're decorative, they match everything else, they keep them off the grass. You know, shouldn't have to worry about it again. And, parking space, the stoppers are gonna get painted the 13th, John's taking care of that, already lined that up. The basketball goal. What?
You jumped, I think you did. You jumped to, Putt-Putt's Placer Town, I've got 6 of them completed. All I need to do the other 3 is put the turf and obstacles on, so I'm probably 3 or 4 hours from having it done.
Treaty Mano Pond, the 3 pumps are up there. Of course, they're not as strong, they don't as high as the others, but they were half as much. The only way you're gonna solve the issue up there is all those vines, that water hyacinth grows from the bank, and when Glenn was doing it, basically when the weeds start to grow in your yard, you gotta go up there and spray that bank down by the water's edge every other week, and you'll kill it before it grows. Well, that didn't happen this year. So it's out of control.
Well, some of it has disappeared right now. I
Shane,
think it's going
Shane
down.
sprayed the entire facility. With pepper.
But, the only other way to completely solve the issue,
Grass carp.
there's grass carp in there, supposedly.
They probably call them out, but, I had a friend of mine tell me that barley, straw or hay or whatever.
Works in a small fish pond, my goldfish pond, it works, but I don't know how much.
Well, they said it would work, they said it'd take about 5 or 6 bells through up there. You don't break them down, you just leave them belled up, put them right in the pond, it sucks everything to them.
You just throw them in the water and, it's supposed to be a natural treatment. I use it in my goldfish
Yeah.
pond. They work, sorta.
That's just what he's telling me, he said he got a big fire pond, it's almost as big as that, he said he's got 4 in it, he said he don't have that problem anymore.
Well, if we can find anybody knows anybody's got barley, or I can look for barley straw, we can try it.
I can get it, up in Scottsburg up there.
It's a whole lot cheaper than $4,000 a year.
Lord, yeah.
We treated it 2 years ago and 3 years ago. Those 2 applications were $4,000 a piece. Now, it cleared everything and it looked great and wonderful. But that money comes out of the Edith Christie Fund, which has been there for 20 years, and everything up at Mano Park comes out of it. We're down to about 10 to 12,000. And there's no backup plan. So if we spent that, if we treated it 3 years in a row, that fund's broke. And what have you really done? Because now there's no money and there's no plan to come up with the money to treat it after that. So I don't know what we'll do.
And I used to walk here all the time, I used to fish here all the time, I've never seen a grass carp going around the edges of that thing, ever. I see them at my pond all the time, I put 2 in there, and this stays, I mean, there, no moss, no lily pads, no anything.
Where do you get them at now?
We had a truck come in to Morgan's Pond, and I went out and talked to the guy, I said, now, being that you're here, can we just drive this truck out to my house? He said, absolutely. So that's been several years ago. Dwayne Brasher's the one that contacted them, but they brought the truck here. They have to come and release them themselves.
Okay.
So I we can look into it. I don't know who to even contact, but
could you call Hardy Lake? Could they, you think maybe they'd know?
No,
They wouldn't? Nobody out
road
there?
card, nobody's out there.
I'll get a hold of Scotty. He took over Dwayne's job, Scotty Holland,
Uh-huh.
see if he's got a connection.
Cause, barley straw, a whole lot cheaper than $4,000. Grass carp, I mean, even if it helps, it's better than
Well, the
nothing.
varnish straw's worth a shot, cause I mean, that's a cheap fix, worth a shot. And then maybe if we can get enough grass carp in there, that's a permanent fix.
Yeah,
I mean, those things will live for years.
yeah,
And what may have happened over the years, not having any association with it for 15 years, is people catch those grass carp and it's like, oh boy, I caught a real big fish.
Yeah.
They take them.
yeah.
The ones over at Hunley's down the road from me, I mean, them suckers are 4 foot long, 5
Oh,
foot
yeah.
long, and they're that big. So,
There's none in there that big.
no,
And I know they put them in there years ago, but I do know if there's not enough for them to eat, they will bite on a regular hook. You know, they will,
Tommy
I mean,
told
they're-
tomatoes,
they're vegetarians, but they will, when they get hungry, start eating what they can. So we can explore that route and try that. I mean, it's better than nothing.
I can ask somebody at Harding Saturday. I'm out there Saturday, so I'll ask and see.
I know when they used to come around and to stock your foam ponds, that they used to have them there, but
Usually the state takes over and.
I've not been there for a long time, cause that's where I buy my butterfly goldfish and everything else from them, my koi. And I look at the list in the paper and I've not seen anything about grass carp in that list that they've got, and it's usually in the springtime. So I didn't have a clue where you even got them at, so, yeah, we can look into that, okay. And, parking stops, John's taking care of that.
Yeah, Joe Smith has committed, but has not talked to me yet, to get with me and wash everything down with the fire department.
Okay.
Roger asked me today, hey, talk to him. No, I talked to him 10 minutes ago to get this thing running, but he didn't say anything, so I'll hit him again tomorrow. We probably wanna do it no later than Thursday, because you do it on Friday, Saturday morning, they'll still be wet. So I'll try to get it to Wednesday, Thursday.
They don't hose the whole thing.
I hope.
Well, I hope when they hose it, all that dirt and everything that runs to the west side of that middle parking lot, you know, they can blow it over the grass or something. Cause it's about two inches deep over there. It runs down the parking lot off the field, and then the grass is higher, so it just keeps stacking.
midway there with the truck, you can have them force that on over.
I hope so. And, the basketball go out to Spicertown to make the supports fit the backboards. Am I right on that?
Well, no, if we talk about putting the new glass on it, that's all you have to do. Everything's there.
Oh, okay.
I got a quote from Scottsburg Glass, 1/4 inch, Lexan polycarbonate, say that with a mouthful, 52 by 42, this is what this is, not broken. $214.87. I think when it's all said and done, it'll run about $300, but that's all we have to do is take that one off, drill the holes, put this one back on, splice. So I would need a vote for you all to have me spend that money.
And that's coming out of the Spicertown fund, which there's,
Yeah,
what, 10 or 12 left in that?
yeah, probably, yeah, down to 11.
Yeah, something like that, so.
I'll make a motion, we gotta have it.
Freddie makes the motion,
I'll second
John will second, all in favor?
it.
Aye. Locks at the doors Broadway, they've been done, keyed. I guess if anybody wants or needs a key, everything all right? You don't have to be here if you wanna go there. That's your seat. Okay. Campbell Park, the basketball goal,
Ready, just.
it's ready, just needs to be basically put in.
Yeah.
Now, those don't go on the ground, do they? They both, don't they?
No, all we're doing is taking that makeshift one down and putting those 2 new brackets.
Oh, that's right. All we have to do is the infrastructure behind it, the brackets,
Yeah,
okay,
Don't touch the poles.
okay.
I took as much as I could off of it. I took the wooden basket and all the straps off. But it looks to me like those guys that did that makeshift, they took a round pole that was attached to them, put it down in the old pole, so I didn't have enough strength to bring it back out.
Good. The mulch that was left over from Broadway has been taken out to Spicertown. You know, roughly 12,000, but what we spent for
Yeah, we're pulling it down the basketball.
probably around 11 or so left for Spicertown,
Yeah.
which should get us there. The solar lights for the parking lot, those have come in. Again, I boo-booed. I thought I was ordering 6, but they're 2 a box and I ordered 6 boxes. So we got 12. But they have a Austin Pickleball Association that didn't know about. They were up there, not this weekend, but last weekend playing pickleball.
And they've got another one, it's called Pickle Heads.
They came from Seymour.
They had a bunch of them.
I'm serious.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
They go
They had
ahead.
like 16 people playing, all 4 courts. And a lot of them come up there after, when it starts getting dark. And they were saying that the lights that's up there lights up the first 2 courts, which it does. We talked about putting one on the other side, which I've temporarily put one up there. And I just bungee strapped it. They work. But I have found out they're not gonna work the way I want to, because that pole, I read the directions and they say optimum is 18 to 20 feet. The pole I put it on is about 30. So it's way higher than what it should be.
It's called well, I actually got a rigid pipe cutter, but you don't have to saw.
Well,
Cut that.
I measured and I thought, well, if we put 3 feet in the ground and I measured it out, well, when I look at it, the poles that they put in the grants here, and this thing's way up here. And I thought, I was way off.
I stood one up on one of those existings, and the guys in the basketball court, I said, guys, is this as tall as the black one? They said, yeah, by about 10 foot.
So I put it on there and it's set, because it's the only mode I could figure out, because it's remote. And I did it in my garage. So it's programmed for 30%, and then it's sit in motion, it kicks to 100. And then after so many seconds, it's back down to 30. Went over there, and at 30, it's like security lighting. You couldn't play pickleball, but but when it kicked on 100, it was pretty good. And I think if you lowered that sucker 10 feet like it's supposed to be, we'd be okay. But the pickleball players ask about, when I talked to them about that, they ask about putting one on the north and the south side. So you would have 4 because of shadows or whatever when you're playing. Then I got to thinking, well, we could do that because I ordered too many lights. We got the poles. So didn't know if you wanted to just keep them and see what happens if they don't work as well or they don't light up as well as we thought. I mean, we could always put one at Campbell Park. There's none there. 1, maybe 2 out at Spicertown. And, we got enough poles. We got 6 of the big aluminum, and then we've got 3 metal that's about 3 inches. So, you put 1 or 2 on a pole, 2 in some places, we could probably get close to using all 12. But I didn't know if you wanted to send the 6 back and call it good, or keep them all, or send 2 back, or whatever you want to do. I don't
Use them
know.
wherever we got use for them. We already are.
Well, we've never even broached, lighting at, Spicer. I mean, so if we got them, we could do
Right.
something with Spicer.
But if you go out there, it's pitch black around that corner. Chad, you lived there your whole life. You know, it's pitch black when you go around the corner and probably wouldn't hurt to put one or two just, you know, for safety reasons, I guess. I don't think the neighbors would want somebody playing basketball all the time, but we could put it somewhere else just to light up enough. So I don't know if you want to keep the 12 or you want me to send somebody or
That's right.
That's one of the
Keep
guys.
them.
I like
There's
it.
gonna be plenty of places to install.
yeah, we can find a place to put them.
Exactly.
And these things, I mean, they'll anchor to a pole or you can screw them straight in.
I mean, since you've tried them, I mean, are they worth installing, or do we need to order something different?
I think for the price, they come out, they're about $100 a piece. But they're like 240,000 aluminums, which is equal to about a 200-watt bulb. And being 30 feet in the air instead of 20, I could see it at 20 feet that they give off enough light to do what we want. They're not gonna be as bright as the ones that's up there because those are the high dollar ones. But just take Broadway for an example. When you pull in now, that's the only lights there. Everything else is pitch black. Well, if we put a couple in the back and a couple in the middle, at least you could pull in and see if there's somebody back there.
Yeah.
You know, you could actually pull in the parking lot. If your headlights didn't hit one of the buildings, you could actually see if somebody's doing something they're not supposed to be. So,
I would say,
I was-
especially if there's no lights at Spicer's down, right?
No,
So then I'd say that
a couple.
should be lights there.
Yeah.
Just for
And we can
seeing
put
if somebody's there.
part of it away from the houses that,
yeah.
you
I
know.
mean,
Well,
probably
yeah,
have
if
one-
nothing else, we could put them all the way in the back.
And,
Yeah,
and they're down until somebody walks. If somebody walks, they come on.
Mhm. And then we could look at Campbell Park too. I mean, there's a street light, but I'm not sure, I don't know how much it gives
It
off.
does a pretty good job.
Does it?
I mean, it's just, it's just so small.
Okay.
What's wrong? I don't drink.
Maybe you need to start.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing is, how do you want to handle where these things go up at Broadway? Do you want to meet up there and walk it and see what everybody thinks, or just look at it and pick a spot, or what do you want to do?
How soon can we install this?
They're ready to install now, all except one. I was thinking
I say, yeah, so let's make a trip over there.
the middle parking lot that we would have to put like concrete and put it down in the sleeve, and we could put two on it. It would be out in the middle of the parking lot. That would be something for somebody else. But the rest of them, it's drill a hole and stand them up and put them in there.
Yeah.
But I'm not exactly for sure where, you know, it's gonna get the best lighting or whatever.
Because unless y'all have been up there, you don't have appreciation for it. I know. I've seen it. This pickleball, in fact, I got a suggestion today. It is so busy, I guess they want to start what's called a paddle pick, where if you go up there and it's all the courts are taken, you put your paddle out so that you get the next court, or something
It's
like
like
that.
calling the court and basketball.
Yeah.
It's like when I was growing up, you got next.
It's called next? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, paddle pick. Yeah,
On next.
you show up and they're all there, you put your paddle up, it says that's the next person. I mean, there's people waiting frequently.
Yeah, there's.
I saw there's some kind of event there Saturday from 4 to 8.
There is a softball game this
I
Saturday.
saw live music and food and something else.
Yeah, that's, the, support thing for the young Combs guy that passed away. That's going to his burial. Yes, that's Saturday.
So I'm assuming,
I think we should put the three around the pickleball court.
start with those.
Yeah, start with it.
If we've got activity that people willing to come to the park and they're utilizing it, we should light it up for them.
Yeah, light it up, light them up.
Cause I can borrow the post hole digger from the city. They got a 4-inch auger and these poles are like 3. Well, that 4-inch gives you a 5-inch hole. And I mean, all we gotta do is drill them and then stand it up, just like I did bungee strapping it, and see what we got.
Now I'm gonna ask a stupid question.
I'm gonna measure and make sure it's not 30 foot.
No. Do you think maybe we should paint those poles black?
You can if you want to.
What color are
They're like the
Are they
other,
like stainless or something?
They're
Aluminum. Here's the deal, you paint them, they'll start flaking.
Yeah, you go ahead and pay me.
I'll leave them alone.
okay,
they? I mean, you
You
got,
know what you have to do to paint aluminum?
we take vinegar and scrub it.
You gotta clean it all,
Yeah, with vinegar.
then you gotta etch it,
You got a problem.
then you gotta clean that off, then you gotta prime it, then you gotta
So,
paint it.
so that's the longest no I've ever heard.
No,
Trying to justify the no. Yeah, they're not gonna match the others, but I don't think anybody's really gonna notice or really care.
But I really think, and the guy got into a big dissertation on geometric shadowing, and it makes the ball, if they're on the sides, on the ends instead of across from the player, it makes the ball look like it's coming at you shadowed. I mean, he could jerk out his pencil and paper and start doing geometric figures.
He's put way too much thought into
That's what
that.
I'm thinking.
Kinda like when I play tennis, you swing it, well, kinda like baseball and softball too, you just swing at it, if you miss, you miss.
Yeah, but I think we really need to accommodate where the sweet spot's at, pardon the pun, for tennis, but, and put 3 at the pickleball court. Now, that means we can put others other places.
I thought there's already one, right?
There's one there,
Just needs to be moved
That's a
down.
stationary light.
no, that's permanent.
I think you said there was another one other than that.
Yeah.
You put-
It's a temporary. Yeah, I just bungee corded it to the fence to see how it worked. And it's about 10 feet too high.
So speaking of like permanent lights, can we not put a permanent light over there that's not one of these at Spicer Town? I mean, we got $11,000 left over there. too.
Spicer Town, we could because there's electric there.
But, yeah, I just, if we got extra, we use them, but I would strongly suggest we put 3 at the pickleball court, and we've got 1 big permanent one, so now it's lit all on full force.
I would agree with that. When we were talking about the pickleball league or whatever you got going there, I thought we need to accommodate for that. But I also don't want the Spicer Town Park sitting, if it's that dark, that's an issue at night.
How many
Yeah,
lights
it
you
is.
got? 8 or 12?
Do I?
How many lights you got?
Well,
You got
12 lights.
Yeah.
Well, you bought 12, right?
Yeah,
You're sold bought 6, but 12 can't.
yeah, so we
Which is
can,
whatever, I mean,
and we
I
could,
thought I was buying 6
we
lights. I
could go
swear.
get more, and those aluminum poles, we could easily go get more of them, they're just down in Danville.
They're in Danville, they're
the lights,
the poles.
Big poles.
They're not the real thick aluminum like a flagpole.
yeah.
They're the lighter grade. And if you take the 30 footer and shake it, yeah, you get wiggle. But when I put this thing on it and strapped it, I sat there and shook it. It didn't get much. Cause I was thinking, well, if we get a big windstorm, how's this light gonna catch it? Is it gonna bend it over because it's a thin one? I don't really think it would. Now, if some kid jumped on it, wanted to crawl up it, they could probably bend it over.
Well, 30 foot versus.
Do we need
Yeah.
to, like to his point, cut them down?
We're cutting to 20 foot, so they match the others at least.
Well, I mean, I could,
They'll be stabler too, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's leave 6, 7 foot stuck out at the top or cut it off, whatever. Because you just, I mean, all you gotta do is measure and put your collar on and there it is, but you'd have 2 feet stuck above some of them, 4 foot, 8 foot
I
stuff.
cut them off to make them look good. And seriously, I got a huge rigid pipe cutter, just,
Okay, so then I need to check with the city to see how deep their auger goes, cause we want them as deep as we can get them.
and when you do that, let me know, cause I want to hit the 2 holes for the side.
Okay, and then can measure from there 18 to, I'll check again, make sure. I don't wanna tell you 20 and it says 10.
But the other places,
I'll screw it up again.
we can put a lot of places, we're no real hurry, but I think that one needs, cause they're gonna be putting more and more later and later.
And, I mean, there's a mode that you can set it constant at like 25, 50, 75, and 100 wattage. but I don't know how long the batteries last.
Let's just
So,
do it.
I mean, if you're playing, you'd think it'd stay on 100% all the time, so
Yeah.
we'll try it. Okay. The fitness grant.
No, let's talk about the 20
Ceremony.
ceremony.
Oh. All right.
You're trying to get out of here too fast. I'm giving you all an official invitation. It wasn't supposed to exist. Kind of, that's a joke. Yeah, you guys won't get it. Can't be there. Did I miss anybody? This is an official invitation that will go out to a variety of people, trustee board, previous, park board members, the original Parks Board, which is just me and Sarah Jane Jones, Virgil Johnson, Mike Trulock, who's the president and founded the park, and JC, but this is an official invitation. Yeah. Fitness grant, a lot has been happening with this. I'm just so excited. I got a meeting tomorrow night with the city council to, show them the video and get their input. I visited one of these facilities in Bloomington yesterday at IU campus. It is awesome. My daughter says, Dad, I wish we had this when I was in college. That's the dormitory I was in as a freshman. It's straight across from, it's on 17th and P. And then I come home and post some pictures, and Josh Spicer says, well, there's one of those in Seymour. So I went to Seymour today to see it. It's almost, it's essentially same organization, same company. They just did they got the Pinto version instead of the Lincoln version. And these are cushioned, all the flooring is cushioned, like porn play, but it's in sections. If something goes wrong, you take them up. They put down just an absorbent padding on concrete that's about 3/8 inch thick. It works, but it's been,
They put down, what I call weight mats then.
yeah.
But
But
you use in the gym under your weight machine. or-
it's been there for 7.5 years.
Is it at Geyser?
Huh?
Is it at Geyser? Is it at Geyser Park?
It's the one right there on Tipton by the railroad. Yeah. And it's hidden behind the pavilion. In fact, I had to walk across the railroad to get to it.
Behind the
But,
pavilion.
yeah, there's an entertainment pavilion there where they have concerts and everything.
Yeah.
I saw it back there, but I didn't realize what it was.
Yeah, blue. It's blue, that's the color of his,
I didn't even know there was anything behind the pavilion. I just went by there not long ago.
right up against the railroad track is one of these. I talked to the parks director, who is relatively new for Seymour, but he did go into his historical files. 7 years ago, they did that one up there, and it's just the exercise equipment, not the secondary thing, for $90,000. And,
I like the secondary option.
the secondary is just where it's just a pad that size with nothing on it that you can do.
Oh, I thought you meant like the actual stations.
No, all the stations, everything that you see in the video and everything, the pictures is there. It's just that there's a wall on the back side of that, you can put a 38 by 36, just a flat area to do it. Warm up, calisthenics, yoga, Pilates.
That's what JD does, right?
Yeah, right.
And IU didn't do that either because there's 30 different facilities around it. There's tennis courts, pickleball, everything right around it. It was interesting, you know, they had some options, and I have got a meeting on Wednesday with the person, that I'm working with out of Chicago. And I'm gonna ask them questions like, how much flexibility do we have? Do we have to do what you say or not? This one in Seymour was done it was done independently, same company, but the Seymour Community Foundation and Snack Medical did it. So they kind of took their equipment and did the work themselves, which that's always an option. So, there's lots of, flexibility with it. I have pictures of me working out on the one, you don't want to see them. You know, so thus far, the only feedback, which is valid, there's a significant price difference between the system with the exercise equipment and then adding that second thing. And the question is, do we really need to add that second thing? And can we add that second thing later if we need it? You know, make sure you protect 36 foot of real estate, and if it goes over great in the rail, then you can come back and put that in. And that's in the interest of, not having to spend as much money. But, everybody's been fairly hopped up on it, and the exercise equipment is, I mean, it's, you know, like, the wall has like 6 or 8 different things you can do with your legs and your arms and stuff. And then the 7 entities that are out there are, you know, step ups, lay backs for setups, step ups, you know, jog up, jog down. So it's very interesting. The one in, Seymour had a little bit of age on it, on the obstacles, some of the surface, which looks like it's easily replaced, have started to work. I thought it was 2 years old, and the guy said, oh no, that was put in before the person I replaced came here. Cause the Seymour person I dealt with previously was a female. He said, oh no, I replaced her, she'd been here 6 years. But moving forward, I'm pleasantly optimistic. And after the meeting tomorrow night and Wednesday's meeting, I'll attack the private community.
Is there any chance or any way that they will tell you that if we do like phase 1, how much max we have to have?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna get down to that detail. You know, is the match is the amount of the match dependent upon the amount of money spent, or is the match this and you can stop? You know, if they're gonna give 60,000, can we do part of it? If they're gonna give 100,000, do we have to do it all? And pretty consistently, it looks like medical entities are supporting it. Snack Medical, supported one at Seymour, the one at IU was IU,
Now you
Med. So they do partner with medical facilities. And this guy, in the presentation, he's got like 15 insurance and medical companies on it that have support. There's 750 of these nationwide.
maybe get Norton's on board.
Yeah.
I bet Dr. Cook would really get on board with that stuff. He's all about
Yeah, in
that
fact,
community stuff.
my wife suggested moving here. I just put that up. She said, are you sure Trash the right place for it? I said, I'll get back to you. But it is good. Okay, new business.
We're gonna go new business.
Yeah.
We discussed a boat at the last meeting. We found one. Glenn found one. City has already bought it because we didn't know somebody'd be into it. It was $100.
The city thinks they bought it.
Well,
I have the check in my hand and they misspelled both of his names. So we have to give him another check.
I don't think they misspelled it. I think somebody told them how to spell it and it was wrong.
Yeah, that's what they told me too, and they had evidence. But here's a new check. One of you all needs to take him this check, get the old one back. This is a check correctly spelled.
I can go by there on the way home, see if he's home.
We told them around that.
I did.
You've already paid him and it was spelled wrong.
Spelled wrong. I told him wrong name.
So,
He knows he's getting checked.
yeah, he called me, and I was over there with you and Dillo the other day. He called me, don't know why he called me. Hey, they won't cash this check. Why?
Shane didn't want the boat.
He said we didn't need it, but now we got two, just in
Well,
case. It's
The
better
mayor,
to
the
spend it.
mayor said we did, so we,
Spent $100 repairing that other one.
well, all I can tell you is we got 2 of them now and
$100 is better.
No excuses at this point, we got 2 boats.
Hey,
the mayor's been going on and on and on.
Hey,
about
that boat's
it,
worth a
so-
lot more.
It's better to spend $100 than $1,500, which is what it would cost. This is nice.
So basically I just need a motion to spend the $100 and somebody second and then.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
You can vote now, because I just.
They've already got it.
Oh, I can now?
Yeah, I signed you in at 6:31.
I'll sit here.
Locked you in at 6:31.
Put you as a guest.
And
The wildflower garden, again, that's something up at Broadway that may or may not happen. I just need to check with some people to see where you can put it and how, I mean, do we put it in the trees? Do we put it on the side? But anyway, it's another way, that area that's really wet back there in the middle of all those trees. When the state was up there a couple of years ago about the trees, they mentioned it, so
Yeah,
hopefully,
the only restriction, as we talked about, is you gotta put it in a place where you can burn it.
Yeah. we can burn it off up there fairly
Just have a
easily.
leave the area around that fence where the dog park is, right?
Yeah.
Just
Back
out
behind
there.
it.
Just leave a gap or something in there and mow between it.
Yeah. The third pump at Mano, we've already bought it, the city's buying the third one. Since this will be on next week's bills, or next month's bills. But in order to get S&L up there to check the electric and do all they did, that bill's $8 something. And I told them that it would probably come out of well, it's Mano, it would come out of the Christie Fund. But that'll be next month. Because she called and said, well, here's this bill, what do we do with that? I said, well, it's gotta be Christie Fund because it's there. So, anyway, now supposedly all that is, everything is straightened out, know where it's at. It works properly, so we should be good. The stump removal at Community Park, I talked to Chris Fugit, the trustee. He's gonna talk to the street department. This has been on the list for a long time and it never got conveyed to the right people. But there's those stumps up there, the trees have been cut down, most of them are rotten. And if you just had a backhoe, you could probably break off most of them. So he told me last week he would get with Shay, and when he had time, he gonna get him to go up there and see how many of those he can get out easily. We may have to leave some of the big ones that might have to be ground because they're like $500 each time you grind one. But at least a lot of those, I think they can break off and you can mow over them and just look better.
50% of them, a healthy person will say, "Sure, knock them out," but he just go up there and take the bucket.
Yeah.
But then the others,
Hopefully that,
grind them or down on it.
hopefully that will, take place before bad weather, hopefully. And the tree removal at Spicertown, that's a new one that, if you go out there, it's not an oak tree. There's a big oak tree that's got branches on one side because there was one too close to it. It's the one to the right of it. You can't miss it. It's been hit by lightning, dead. Got yay big around. It's gonna fall and hurt somebody, or branch is gonna fall.
Yeah, it's right in the middle where we put the pickleball.
Yeah,
Or not pickleball, where we put
the guy that worked, I can't remember his name,
Michael Brown.
okay, he works for Jeff Brody. He said he could take it down, grind the stump, take away the chips, all that stuff, $800. I checked with Rob Hickman because Rob had done some free work out there. And he said the best he could do was $1,200.
That's kind of no brainer.
So if you want to do that, we'll need to vote on it. And again, that'll come out of that fund that we've got out there that the commissioners gave us. We're still.
We can't leave a safety hazard standing out there. I make a motion.
It's a huge,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll second.
Robert makes a motion to take it down.
I'll second.
Freddie will second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. pickleball and putt-putt golf tournament on October 11th. This is gonna be sponsored by the Lions Club or sponsored Lions Club?
I'll have called Joe.
It's 11 and under or 12 and under putt-putt? What did we
Well,
say?
under putt-putt,
12 and under putt-putt,
well, over pickleball.
pickleball.
You got an overlap.
It's gonna be an opportunity for basically anybody if they wanna come and set up or whatever. Service organizations to try to recruit more people to get involved. Also, I mean, I guess if any vendors wanna come or whatever, they can, whoever. And, we hadn't talked about charging for space.
That's all, especially
It's
this.
just one day, and it's gonna be, what, $30 a team for pickleball and 40 a team for pickleball and 5 for putt-putt. And then we're gonna come up with something, probably an engraved pickleball paddle instead of a trophy, and maybe 1 or 2 trophies for the little kids.
And,
Putt-putt.
also I got a lot of static, got public about, what about us old folks?
Like pickleball.
No. So, I'm gonna get a couple of cornhole sets up there for them just to play on.
Oh, okay.
Keep, they can't hurt each other with cornhole bags.
Will that be on Facebook about signing up for that
Oh,
or
yeah.
pickleball?
Yeah,
I know I'll call Joe and Lois, cause
they both said they're kind of,
I'll tell you what, if you did, of course, you're saying just to play, but the folks will come play and pay for them cornhole tournaments too.
but, you know, these guys just want something.
Just something to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a pool, if we have a lot of people, pool play, which I had to research, and then seed people based on the pool participation in the play tournament. Yeah, I mean, if we have 30 teams, we got a major problem, but we have
Well,
16,
you know,
12 teams, it's great.
Yeah, pretty simple, the ones that aren't familiar with baseball and softball and all that. Yeah, you got 8 teams. The pool player gets you three games, and then you just have a single elimination tournament. So you got guaranteed 4 games for $40, anybody.
I was thinking about tournaments when we left on these meetings, and I was thinking, it could be a revenue generator. I used to play a lot of softball and basketball tournaments in my day,
Oh, yeah.
and, there's a lot of money shaking hands there, you know.
Derek, you played in a few too, haven't you?
Well,
Softball tournaments.
couple.
Jamie, you and I played, I used to play every weekend,
I did too.
my 20s till I played 28,
I did too, but I didn't play like those two did.
every weekend.
Mine would be considered pickup compared to what you guys play. I didn't play the competitive circuit. But, something else, it'll be out there, so if you wanna play, you know. And, the fundraiser for the Lions Club, it goes right back into the community also. Number 7, this is something I kind of thought of and threw it out there, and 3 or 4 people said they thought it was a pretty good idea, is, it all started with the elementary using the park for their cross country. Talked to the coach and his wife and everything. Well, I just thought it was, whoever thought of that did a good job thinking of it. Well, they need to be thanked.
Yeah.
For thinking about the park, coming up there, taking care of, I mean, they pick up paper when they're done and all, you know, things like that. So I thought, couldn't we do a Friends of the Park? Pick somebody monthly?
Like a
And just give 'em a
pickleball
little-
team or group.
Yeah.
Have them show up here, give them a
And just give them a little certificate or something.
The youth grant council for going and painting the
Yeah.
things, I mean, just recognition.
There's 6 of them that meet up there every morning and walk every morning.
A person-
People like that.
Person whose name I can't mention because he told me that painted the foot golf course. Not me, the other one. The other one.
Charlie,
That was just his name.
he told you not to. You didn't tell
I
him.
didn't think you could do it.
But, you know, just, and then,
So
and,
he's painted it twice, I mean.
you know, and it just wouldn't be that park. It would be, you know, like Spicertown, when it's open and going, then there's gonna be people out there doing things.
Mhm.
You know, they're gonna pick up trash, they're gonna trim, but they'll do things, they'll use it. And we could just, for very little effort and very little money, just give them a little recognition.
Well, I mean, and if you're putting it out on social media, you share that, they know it's gonna be on there, that's gonna be more people looking at it.
Yeah.
Draw more attention to the parks.
Yeah, and then, you know, then maybe somebody else wants one, so they'll go do something.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like you gotta go work, just use it. You know, go use it for what it's for. So, just an idea. And thought about, I don't know, coming to the end of the season, I thought about maybe we would start that next year.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then whoever's in charge or whoever wants to do it, I mean, we can vote, or you throw everybody in a hat that you think of and draw somebody out, however you want to do it. Doesn't matter. Sealing the walking path. That was supposed to be done by the grant, but then when Duke took her money 2 different times, there wasn't enough to do it.
There's issues with the quotes and
Yeah.
Really, $700. Or something like that.
And we're not gonna end up with that now because the picnic tables are about that much different, so we're gonna come out about even. But, I talked to the clerk treasurer. The bids were like 7,200 and the next closest was like
69.
69 something and 7,200 were the 2 bids. I talked to Chris. I told him I didn't know how much we had and what we've committed, and if we had anything left. Is there a possibility? And he said that he would look at it, and he was hopeful that he could come up with enough to do that. It's getting late. I don't know how soon that'll happen. It maybe it happens too late and we have to do it in the springtime. But it's another avenue to get that done, because that's something else that's never gonna happen. There's no way. I mean, the money we get in our budget, it would take every dime of it to seal that path, and you got nothing left. So he's working on that. I'm gonna give him a while and then check back with him and see if there's a possibility of doing it before things
And
get really.
one of the bidders totally coincidentally reached out to me because of another connection I had with him. And said, hey, Ishmael, I've been hard at work this week and I noticed leaves are starting to fall. If you're going to seal that path, you need to do it.
So, yeah, and that's what I was worried about, you know. I talked to him, well, I know they got a meeting tomorrow night, but maybe the end of the week or maybe next week to see if he's come up with something. If he has, then try to get his okay to go ahead, and the city would basically hire him. We would, I'm assuming they would. And then, if not, maybe it might have to wait, I don't know, but yeah. That's just something else that needs to be done, and there's just no way we could do it. But he's checking anyway. Approved the invoice for getting the benches, we did
You skipped
that.
another one.
Sealing the walking path.
No,
geese removal.
I'm getting one of those things. with-
Number 9, approved Jonathan White invoice for picking up benches. We already did that, that's what I just said.
Okay.
Now, number 10, remove the geese. You talk to a guy that tracks those and gets rid of them.
Okay, I don't want to phrase it that way. This is a person he's a company called Lee's Nuisance Wildlife Services. He does everything. And I only ran into him because he was removing, brown bats from my brother-in-law's house. And I said, hey, do you do? He goes, look at my card, buddy. There's geese, there's wolves, there's rats, and everything on the card. He said, I remove any nuisance animal He's local, and we,
My question is, how do you dispose of them?
in whatever way you want them to. If you want them trapped and relocated, I can do that. If you want them trapped and euthanized, I can do that. And other options we won't
You
talk
can't
about.
do that.
But yeah,
You can't kill the geese.
Huh?
You can't kill the geese.
Well,
It's federal.
Now, just, for those who don't know, he couldn't even do this before May 15th next year. It's the earliest you can start the process.
Yeah,
But we do have a local guy who does a lot of business here locally. Like I said, he just did $15,000 worth of bat removal because some people turned off the lights in the attic.
you also, in that time frame, will have to identify how many we got up there that spend the winter.
I think there's 9 right now.
But,
Spend the winter?
I'd say they are for the winter, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll wait until flight season's over and all that, when it gets cold, we'll know how many stay.
I can tell you,
Get ready.
You know, I'm not against killing them, but I was up there when we had my brother-in-law's thing up there, and there's 5 up there right now with broke wings. I mean,
Yeah.
that are grown back and they're turned backwards, some of them straight out, and they need to do something done with those. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, but
Turtle probably got them.
Uh,
Turtle probably got
I
them.
don't know what got them, but they're just, could be
Yeah.
fishing line too.
like with the bats, he had these big weird things that looked like stovepipes. He was putting them wherever they went in and they caught them, because you can't kill brown bats.
Yeah, they're
He
endangered.
was capturing and taking them away, and he was up there just checking his job, Phil, he comes by every night. I said, yeah, that's when the bats come in.
I always come out that,
Everywhere they take them, they're gonna have a problem. Our
No,
No, no, you take them to
if you take them far
a
enough away,
900 acre.
bat.
yeah.
No bats.
Them people.
No,
Well, they're endangered Indiana bats, so I mean, you
Yeah.
can't do anything with them, all you can do is relocate. You're taking your problem and putting them someplace else,
Yeah.
but if you put them in the right area, you know, they'll find trees, they'll find decay, they'll find something else to roost in, instead of your attic. Bat boxes are great things. A bat will eat 8 times his weight in bugs every night. Now, it's only a few ounces, but you get 100 bats in a colony, that's a lot of bugs. But, and the way I know that, I got bats in my house.
I just wrote down there.
Haven't figured out where to put the bat box yet, but they're there every night.
Oh, yeah.
I've been
See
seeing
them
them around
flying.
our light poles and stuff lately, and I've never had them out there, but I've been getting them.
I see them all the time. You can go outside and you can see them fly around at dusk, getting bugs. I don't know where they roost.
There used to be a bunch of them at the park when I was young, and played ball up there at night, they'd swarm those like light
Yeah.
poles and
And
stuff.
I remember those.
Somebody has bat boxes down in there.
Yep. I
I didn't know what they were.
Yeah, they're bat
What's
boxes.
those big black things up there?
Yeah, put them up.
Bat box.
Yeah, they're up there.
Yeah.
I built 3 or 4 bat boxes. I don't know if anything roosts in them or not. Can't really tell unless you're up there
They're a
when
big
they
black
come
square,
out.
about that big. Yeah. On trees.
They lay eggs and you've got that many more bats.
Yeah.
Let's get this last one done, I gotta go.
Yeah.
That's the invoice for 57.
Yeah, we voted to accept that already, didn't
Yeah, I got a one walk-in, just an update on tree cutting at Broadway. Charlie Martin went over and cut 3 or 4. And the 20 trees that we marked, Mother Nature, somebody tucked the markings down, so I marked another 15 for him.
we? I was up there yesterday and I noticed you had to look really hard to see paint on some of it.
Yeah, so I put new,
And there was ribbon around a few, but not many.
got 15 altogether.
So they,
Well, we had 6 well down in the last 2 months, 6 of them.
all right, anybody else got anything?
Yeah,
Glenn's got
a
something.
big sycamore tree across my house, they're gonna have to have something done. D-Lo was up there today and he said somebody's gonna get hurt.
It's not ours.
Fall, it's got loose limbs in it.
But technically speaking, and not to be curt and short, it's not even on the park property, that's the city of
Yeah,
Austin's
that's right.
property. You know,
It's not really the city's, it's on private property. But it's,
There are residents up there, isn't it?
yeah,
You just don't wanna pay
It's
for it.
a danger, it's
No,
a
we-
danger for the park, what D-Lo said.
yeah, it is, but getting, I mean, if somebody If somebody wants to pay to take it down, he'll give you permission to take it down.
Yeah, he said he would.
But you're talking,
I gotta stand up too.
I did too, I'm through the board.
motion to adjourn?
Well,
You
we
got
got
something?
Oh, Derek's got something.
So you know the bench by the big field?
Hmm?
You know it's misspelled?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that was discussed or not.
Which bench?
The bench on by the big field. Jim Hill,
Jim Hales?
What about
one of the kids' names misspelled.
Yeah, my cousin.
it? Well, his name is what?
Misspelled, one of the kids.
One of the kids' names is misspelled.
Yeah, I seen that today.
I saw it the other day, I just noticed the bench and I was like,
Me and Jim was first cousin. His dad and my dad and brother.
I don't know how we got the name.
it's just Cody's name, so to see, it's supposed to be a K.
Well, them come from his mother.
His
She's the one that
mother-
sent the message.
It was a scribbled message, given to the city hall. I told her,
I didn't know who was responsible for it. I just wanted to.
Let's leave it for the time being. We can address it if something comes up.
yeah, I thought you said it was missing. Well,
I know,
I'm 60 days ago.
Yeah, I knew it was there, and it's going now. Jumping back in the truck. Yeah.
It's gonna be missing.
Wait. Who voted to adjourn? Who moved to adjourn? Who moved to adjourn?
It looked like.
JD can't make a motion. JD,
From their place.
JD.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we're making
I'll
a motion.
Huh?
Roger's gonna pick me up.
Randy did, Derek seconded, all in favor.
Fred, you should have said that.
I don't, come out wrong.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Spread the word about the, September 25th celebration.
I wonder how hard the, appointed one has been working on that. I wonder how hard the appointed one has been working on the open house. Or the ribbon cutting.
Now that we're off, I'll tell you a little joke. I emailed her last week asking, because I know she said there, that she'd put together an invitation. So I said, since I've got a long list of people, are you putting together an invitation? I didn't get a response from her. So I asked Roger about it today because I CC'd him. Oh, she doesn't do anything like that. There can be an invitation, just on Facebook and see what the fuck she did. And then an hour later, she sends me this really nice invitation. I don't get what Roger.
He's an idiot's the problem.
Well, he said, because I said, because I was gonna write something up and give it to people.
Mhm.
Hello?
Yeah. Camera's still on. Okay, turn the camera off. Johnny said the camera's still on.
Johnny.
Johnny, right? He's watching. Do I look good on film? Hey, now you can see me. I'm standing behind this one, talking to you.
You have to end it.